Hey everybody, and welcome to a new video on E.Stampley art. In today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of an art haul. I haven't done one of these in a bit, but they had a really good deal between Thanksgiving and Christmas with deals on different supplies. Some of them are supplies that I kind of had my eye on that I wanted to purchase eventually, and some are just, you know, impulse buys that you see and you're like, ooh, that would be nice to have. Some of the things we're going to look at today are utilitarian in nature, got some substrates, and also the, of course, art supplies themselves. With that being said, why don't we get started, shall we? All right, so since I have been getting into painting a little bit more and hopefully want to paint more this year. I know I said that last year, but I'm really gonna try it this year, I swear. But in that effort, I got this metal tube squeezer, which will help you get pretty much all the paint out of your paint tubes. Like, there's so much paint that's still down in here, and you know, you can squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and get it out, but you know, there's still like a lot more paint that you can probably get out in here, and this will help you do that. So it comes with like this little leaf shape thing that kind of helps get you started with getting most of your paint out before you might have to resort to the metal thing. But eventually when it gets to where it's just like, okay, I know there's some more stuff in there, then you whip out this big boy. And I wanted to get a metal one. I had read online that some people had gotten the plastic ones and they didn't work as well. And you just turn it, hold it, and you just turn it, and it kind of makes an accordion. And then it just kind of stops when you've gotten all your paint up there. So see, makes a weird little accordion and stuff. But you've got all your paint now up here. You get like the best bang for your buck with your tubes of paint. Love it. All right, I've been wanting to get one of these. It is a flexible curve ruler. This one is 18 inches long. You can use it to obviously bend and create those weird shapes that you might want to do on some drawings that you can't get obviously out of a straight ruler. Yeah, I've been wanting to get one of these, and they had a great coupon, and so I finally used that and got one of these. Looking forward to using it. I haven't used it quite yet. Obviously, it's still in the packaging, but yeah, so looking forward to using it. And so along with obviously using paint, you're going to want stuff to clean up that paint. And I got this wonderful little kit. I had a coupon, didn't know what I wanted to get, and I saw this and I was like, this is perfect. I've been using ink, paint, and for different stamp cleaning, which I've been doing some card making lately, so it's perfect that this will clean some of the stamps that I have as well, so it was perfect. I also wanted to get this because I have the little tiny brush cleaner. You've probably seen these in any art store that you've ever been into, and you're like, do they really work? Yeah, they actually do really work. It is really great. I've used it on my just little brushes and stuff when I've needed to clean them. It really does help clean your brush, and I think they also help condition your brush too, which is great. So you get the soap you can use for your hands to get stains and stuff off of your hands, and obviously the Kiss Off stain remover, which will help get out oils and paints and different things, which is great because I do like using inks, and they can get a bit messy. So recommend all of these things, especially the brush cleaner if you like painting. So of course, if you're going to do painting, you need brushes. I got some Princeton Select brushes. I love the blue color of the handle, and just, you know, you need some brushes for when you're going to do painting. These I'm planning on using for acrylic. I believe you can also use them for watercolor as well, but I'm planning on using them for acrylic painting. So I got an angular shader, a round brush, and a couple of different size flat wash brushes. But yes, I'm excited to use these. Also in the manner of brushes, I got this big gigantic honk daddy, a 2-inch Gesso brush. That's actually from Artsmith. This particular one is. I figured this would be very nice to, you know, gesso with. I basically have this one. I have a set of brushes that I use specifically just to use for gesso, but I figured if I had bigger canvases, this would cover a bigger space and would be very helpful. Like I said, I've also gotten some substrates. One of the substrates that I got is this beautiful Arches cold press watercolor pad. It's supposed to be some of the best watercolor paper to use. I got this on a stupid discount using a stupid coupon. Got it for a ridiculous price. Yeah, I can't even remember. I just remember going, will a coupon work on this? Oh, it does? Perfect. So, yeah, I can't wait to use this. It's supposed to be some of the best watercolor paper. I'm excited to see how it works with some of my, obviously, metallic watercolors and just some of my better watercolors that I have. Also, speaking of watercolor, I think I might have mentioned a while ago, I wonder if they actually make black watercolor paper. And sure enough, they do. I found this black watercolor paper by Van Gogh. I actually got this at Joann's. I think you can probably get it at Blick's, maybe even Michael's, I'm not quite sure, but I will link down below where you can get some. But yeah, I'm excited to use this, especially with the watercolor, metallic watercolors that I have. It should work beautifully. Can't wait to use this. So, I've always been curious about actual marker paper pads and how well they work using markers. I have a lot of water-based and alcohol-based marker sets, and I figured getting this would be ideal to either maybe do some pieces on. I'm not quite sure. The one thing I was really surprised about it is the fact that it's actually really thin paper. I was a bit surprised by that. I have, just to show you, I have already kind of tested it out a little bit with, I just grabbed some different markers that I had lying around and just scribbled on it just to see the kind of like how they worked on the paper. And they did go on really smooth, so that's a positive from the gate. And they didn't bleed over too much, as considering how thin the paper is. But I don't know how well it'll hold up over, like, you know, doing layering and all that kind of stuff, especially with alcohol markers. I'll have to test that. But so far, the really smoothness of it is really great. I love Cason's mixed media books, so I'm assuming their marker paper is just as good. So I got some wood panels. I got an 8x8 and a 3-pack actually of 6x6. I got these at Walmart, and I got this at Joann's. But I've painted on wood before, but never kind of like as a canvas type kind of material. I've done it for crafts and different things like that, but never kind of like in this vein. So I'm excited about using these. Obviously probably have to gesso them before actually painting on them, and I might be able to use some of the art supplies that I'll show you later on to create some artwork on them. So yay! All right, now on to art supplies, and I got some crayons, some neon crayons. I thought these would work really well, especially on hopefully dark paper. If you've watched any of my past videos, you know that I've become very fond of using dark paper and doing art pieces on them, so I figured why not try out some neon crayons and see how well they work. So I've had this white Posca pen for some time now. I got it in like the set of, I think it's like 8 that you can get with the basic colors. And I love using it. The only problem I've mostly had with it is the fact that I think the nib for some of the artwork that I use it on is just a little too big. So I know that they have a fine and an ultra fine, and that's what I went to get. For just the artwork that I do, it's a little smaller, and this will do a little bit better for the little spaces that I need to use it in. I got a pretty good deal on these. I think it was like buy one, get one half off or something when I got them, so just perfect. I also got, I think they're now available in the States, but I had ordered these pastel set of Posca markers, and I think for a while, a lot of people have been asking for pastel versions of the colors, and they just didn't have them. And they finally released some, and I ordered these off of Amazon. So they have like the original Japanese and stuff on them. So I think this is before they were released here in the States. Excited about these colors to add to my other standard primary colors. Beautiful color palette though. So this next item is something I've been wanting to get for quite a while. I've just been putting it off, but then it finally had a pretty good deal on Amazon that I was like, I can't resist this. I have to get them. Arteza wheel brush pens. Oh my goodness, I've been wanting to get some of these for I don't even know how long. And they had this big set. I know this isn't even all the colors that it comes in, but it had this really big set, and it was a really great deal on Amazon, and I was like, I have to get it. I have to. I'm very excited about this. I love my Tombow markers, which are water-based. These are also water-based, so I'm going to try some of the blending techniques that I usually do with Tombow with these and see if they work the same or better or just different. But yeah, I'm very excited about using these. I mean, look at that. Look at all those beautiful colors. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, these next two items I've also been wanting to get for quite a while. I've seen people on YouTube talk about them over and over again and how awesome they are in comparison to Copic markers, how they're the probably best equivalent that people have found out there that are actually not that expensive. The only downfall obviously is that you have to buy them in large sets. So that part kind of sucks. You can't get them individually and there are no refills, but I've still wanted to try them. So I wanted to get two specific sets, and that's what I did. So the first set of these wonderful IHU markers. Yay, IHU. So the first set I got was a skin tone set. I heard these were, I think, fairly new-ish. And they're not with a bunch of the other sets, so I figured a skin tone set is always good to have because, you know, skin tones, if you're drawing people, skin tones, you kind of need those. And then I also got this bigger set of 72 colors. I do love the cases that these come in. It's pretty awesome. So here's this beautiful set of 72. I mean, seriously, you can't color with all these colors. You don't need it. But yeah, between this and this, I think I've got a decent selection amount of IHU markers to use. And these are the ones that have the brush tip as well, because I know they had a set before that did not have the brush tips. And these came out later, but yeah, these are both brush tip sets. So I'm very excited about using these guys here. And last but not least, I got these babies. I've read so much about these online. People love them. I like matte. I'm not a big fan of glossy, to be honest. Satin is probably as far as I go, as you know, with that kind of shine. I do like metallic, but I don't know, that's just kind of like a different kind of shine, but I'm not a big fan of gloss, but I love matte. So I thought it was really cool that Golden, I guess, did this Uber matte acrylic sets, or I think you can buy these individually as well, of course. I got these, they had a sale at Blick Arts, that's where I got these from. I saved so much money just getting them in these sets as opposed to getting them individually one by one. I've never used Golden paint before, but I've heard wonderful things about it. So I'm really looking forward to using these, and I figured I could use these maybe on some of the wood panel pieces that I showed you earlier. Might be a good thing to try them out on. I wanted to get, obviously, which they're calling it the pop set, but it's basically, you know, the basic colors, you know, your reds, your blues, greens, blacks, whites, and then this is the fun zing set with all the nice other fun colors that you want to use. But yeah, it had such a good deal on these, I couldn't resist. Really looking forward to trying these out. Wow, look at all of this stuff. It's great stuff. Looking forward to using all of it. I mean, you've got the gamut here. You've got some crayons, you've got some paint, you've got water-based markers, your alcohol-based markers, your paint markers. You've got all this stuff. So looking forward to using all these wonderful, wonderful materials this year. So thank you guys for tuning in to my video, my wonderful 5th art haul video that I have done on my channel. If you want, feel free to check out some of my other art haul videos. I will note them and link them down below, as well as I will link to all of the different things that are presented in this video down below. So if you want to get them, you too can get them. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a nice thumbs up down below. Leave any wonderful comments you have down in the comment section. And if you want to know about any new videos when they are coming out on the channel, feel free to hit the notification bell or the red subscribe button down here, and it will alert you when new videos have come out on my channel. As always, you can follow more of my artistic journey on Instagram or Twitter at E.Stampley Art. As always, I'd love to thank you guys so much for tuning into my video, and I will see you next time. Bye!